Hello everyone, my name is Shane, my online name is Lanzer, and today is day 2 of investing $10,000 into Bitpetite. Today we're going to look at the first day of payout and the withdrawal process, and we're also going to have a nice little chat with the customer support. So a minute left to go. This countdown is, I feel like I'm in a movie now. I think that's what I'm going to get for Bitcoin, which that doesn't seem right. 17,000? That doesn't seem right at all. I don't know I don't know what's gonna happen here, but something. In 25 seconds, let's find out. 4, 3, 2, 1. It started over. So what happened? What happened? I'm super confused. Alright, let's do a quick calculation. So it looks like maybe that's what I earn every hour? Maybe? But the weird part is it already says I earned 14. And I went to sleep last night without this thing confirming. So we did this investment at about 12 in the morning. And it's now 10. That was about 10 hours. So 10 times 4.11, 41, not anywhere close to what this earned total says it should be. I don't know. I really don't know. I think the only reason I earned this amount is because I put something in I put my deposit link in my profile. I don't even know if this is depositing. Where? Oh, there's a withdrawal button. Go ahead and do that withdrawal. Withdrawal to account. Minimum withdrawal amount is 0.005 Bitcoin. I don't know if this is Bitcoin or dollars. But let's find out. Withdrawal. So it won't let me withdraw. And alright, I guess that means that this is in dollars. Okay. Fine. It's in dollars. So confusing. So it deposits in dollars and then you withdraw it to that account, but clearly you can't send US dollars to Bitcoin, especially not my external wallet. So it paid me out in dollars and then it's going to have to convert it back into Bitcoin and send it. Boy, we convert it. So it did tell me that ahead of time, but I guess it makes no sense as to why that would even be an option then. Why would you do that if I can't move this anywhere except to a Bitcoin address? I guess it's an option that they wanted you to have, and so I took that option, and the only thing I'm interested to know is when it does this conversion twice, does it take a fee in that conversion? So am I getting docked? Versus here, it will not be converted. Another question I need to ask. So you can withdraw with a minimum of $10. Okay, let's go ahead. I now have over $10. Let's go ahead and withdraw that exact amount to my Bitcoin address. Hit withdraw. And I think it's gone. I think it's gone. Yep. Oh, there it is. So details. Let's look at the details. So it gives me a blockchain. I have to create the metrics to account for the lack of conversion. Because that's not Bitcoin, that's the United States dollar amount. But it's not sending dollars, it's sending Bitcoin, which is probably where this explore comes from. Okay. So it's there, and it's on its way to my external wallet. And I just checked my external wallet, and I did confirm that the amount was received by my wallet. So verified that the withdrawal does work and that the money does hit the account. So I'm just gonna send him this and see what the deal is. I invested 10,000, showed it as $9,998, and I lost $122, and I'd like to see if she knows why. So this chat's gonna be pretty long, and I'm just gonna speed through it. Okay, so she's pretty responsive and looks like she's actually reviewing my account, which is nice. So, you know, a loss of $100 is a little bit of an annoyance, but I guess we could deal with it. As long as she explains it and I can account for it, you know, in the end, that means more to me. Because if I can follow the money, then I can make a reasonable judgment on that. If I can't follow the money, then I have to guess. And you don't want me guessing when it comes to making a judgment about your product. You want to be in control of that and help me make the decision as much as possible by giving me all the information I need to make a decision. And most people will make a pretty reasonable, fair decision if you give them the information. If you don't give them the information, then you make them have to guess and fill in the blank for you, which a lot of people will err on the side of caution. So if I don't know how your thing works, I'm not going to pretend that it works as awesome as possible, especially when I'm a little bit confused right now over what's happening. Why? We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I also don't understand why there are two 499s. That they both have different deposit IDs. I know I only sent one instance of $500, so I have no idea what's going on right now. But I have so many questions for the support agent. What's my next question? So my next question is, the timer counts down to 0 and then restarts. Yeah, so I originally set 10,000. It originally came in this pending investment here where you see the $499 now as $9,998, and then became accepted as $9,876. And I lost $123 for, I guess, no reason. But he says the system works. I see the system functions, but the system tells me two different things. Alright, so let's do some calculations here. He says that it's 4.5 per day and 1% weekends per day. Okay, that's now. I have an active investment of 9,800 and times 1%, $98. So on weekends I should receive $98 per day, and on weekdays I should be receiving $444. For some reason it shows 4 decimal places for a dollar figure. Not sure what that's about, but we're gonna go ahead and report what they report and see where it falls in reality. And weekdays, all right, so we'll go with that. That's fine. That means that, so as of right now, I'm getting this amount, all right, 4.1152. Come to find out, you're paid hourly. That is correctly calculating based on what I have actually accepted to the penny. So we're off at a good start. Now it's just a matter of running the numbers to see if they project correctly. Looks like it's a solid 4.11 0.52 every hour for the weekend at least. Interesting. So I guess I'm still happy that I put in USD because that means I could better track it. If I had to track the amount of Bitcoin every hour and then convert that properly, I feel more comfortable knowing the exact dollar figure that I've received. I guess the first low-hanging fruit here is, why are there 4 decimal places for United States dollars? We don't go that far. There's dollars and cents. 2 decimal places, even though it's a little bit more, in reality, you can't really have $0.1152. That doesn't make any sense, but it's an accounting system, accounting practice for them, it looks like. So what I'm saying here is that it shows an earned total of 14,000. He says that that number is supposed to reflect what my investment has earned so far. I invested 10 hours ago. I'm earning $4 every hour. There's no way that I have $14,000. That doesn't... Plus my balance shows $4. We'll get to that here in a second to figure out what my loss rate has been. I invested at 12 in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So 10 hours. So lost. Oh, so lost since active. So I went to sleep while this was pending, and I didn't have my Bitcoin address inserted into the payout under your profile. So it looks like I might have lost all that money since then. That means 9 hours. There are 9 hours unaccounted for, so I lost $37. Alright. I'm gonna send her the screenshot. So it looks like she's not aware of what it shows here on my end, but you can clearly see my account on her end. So there might be some sort of glitch or something in the system that they'll have to fix at a later date, which is fine. I don't find it reasonable for that number to be accurate or to try and hold them to that standard. That wouldn't make any sense. Earnings progress is blank. Alright, so there's not much I could do there. So at this point, I'm just accruing questions. So what happens to my active investment when the completion date comes? That's a pretty natural transition. I'm so far impressed with the level of support she's providing. I haven't found it to be too common in other investment opportunities. Some of them seem like they're not sure. They don't have a lot of information on their own product. But Catherine Kells, she's the same person who's listed on their articles of incorporation. So it looks as though she's the CEO, although we'll ask her. She's been very responsive and very detailed in her response. So I'm quite pleased with the support she's giving me right now. So this is starting to become interesting. Will the original deposit be returned to me? Her answer was the deposit will be closed, and during this time you will receive an amount equal to that deposit and profit on it. So will the original deposit be returned to me? So to confirm, the 9876.5771 will not be given back to me at the completion date. Is that correct? That's the golden question. Yes. Don't think of it as you're getting back 14,000. It's this number turns into this number by this day. So you're giving them an initial investment, and they're replacing it with another investment at the end. You're seeing its progress hourly. So that's quite interesting to see. Okay, so let's keep going with that. So at completion date, does my active investment stop accruing hourly dividends? That also is a $1 million question, because it's the difference between continuous and a very definite end. So that would be my term length, which is kind of what I expected to begin with, but I want to confirm that with her. Okay, that's a yes. So it stops at 147% rate of return, and that's it. So honestly, this hourly thing is just progress. It's a progress indicator. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of the question I've been dying to ask. What happened to that $37 that I should have received? I have a current balance of 4.1152, reflecting 1 hour of interest on invested at 034 EST morning, which means that there are 9 hours not accounted for in my balance. Could you please tell me what happened? And I'm especially interested to know how this is happening, because I don't want to steal from them. That's not why I'm investing. I'm not trying to game their system. I want to know what they advertise, what I should expect, and then what I actually receive, and I'm comparing that. I don't want to buff up my returns on some unearned amount. That's dishonest, and it's not necessary. So in 13 minutes, I will receive my next installment. What's interesting is that one of my friends, who is also investing in Bitpetite, said that the person who referred you also gets an interest amount. I need to ask. Why don't I just ask? So you made a deposit one time, but 6 confirmations, and it only just came recently. So that sort of implies that the pending investment became accepted only 2 hours ago. 1 hour minus the hour that it took to accrue through the first dividend, and then the hour that's about to pass in about 9 minutes. So 11:33 actually when I did it, based on the time. Yes, now the Bitcoin network search transaction. I understand. I get the feeling that English is not her first language. She's using she has odd word usage. But honestly, that's neither here nor there. So, when my current pending investment becomes accepted, will it combine with my current accepted investment, or become a separate investment? Deposits work separately, but the profit is accrued on one account. 2 separate completion dates. Correct? Yes. So I'll have 2 separate completion dates here under accepted investments, but my dividend will accrue as a combined rate. And because it looks like the ROIs are the same, interest rates are the same, then it won't really matter. It'll just, one will stop accruing that hourly rate at a different time than the other amount. That's acceptable. That's reasonable. Is there a fee for the conversion from Bitcoin to USD and from USD to Bitcoin? So I accrued a second one now. $8. Woo! Getting up there. So she misunderstood my question, but that's okay. That also answers a question I didn't ask. I didn't know I needed to ask. So there are no commissions for the conversion, but are there commissions for the dividends? No fee, she says. Okay. Does my referrer get a commission on my hourly dividend? So is there a fee for the conversion from Bitcoin to USD and from USD to Bitcoin? She didn't exactly answer that question. She said that there was no commission, which she might be interpreting. She might be meaning as fee, but fee is not a commission. A commission would be what my referrer gets based on a percentage of what transacts on my account. So I'm talking about a service charge, and I should have said that. But I'm going to take it as a no. And if I start seeing anything different, then I'll ask her. I'm actually getting more and more interested about these two $500 pendings that are just kind of chilling there. I really don't know where the second one came from. What the? Wait a minute. Make your investment. When you click that button, it puts it into pending? What the heck? Is that normal? That brings up another interesting point then. It's in a little over $500. He's saying the amount is $4.99. Yes, my referrer does get a commission on my early dividend. So I currently have 5 pending investments now. Simply by clicking this make your invest button after sliding it over, and it automatically created pending investments based on those amounts. Oh, you know what happens? You create an open order for that amount, and then the deposit comes in assessed at whatever value, and that's how much you get. So you don't even need this make your investment button, except for the Bitcoin address that you send to. All the deposits you created by chance and did not pay will be deleted automatically after 24 hours. Okay, so the pending investment showing $499 will actually process whatever's sent to it and not the exact $499 pending. Is that correct? That'll answer that question. Does that mean they had to solve my $10,000 deposit manually? Because I know I didn't send that amount. Okay, so they want you to send that amount exact. They don't want you to send a specific dollar figure, which poses a little bit of a problem because they don't give you a way to translate that into a dollar figure. So I don't really know how much I'm sending unless I calculate it manually. So I'd suggest they add a conversion to USD on your investment pro account when I send my... Yeah. So if they put right here next to this BTC what that equaled in USD, then we wouldn't really have an issue, because then I would know the exact amount that this BTC translates into, and then I could be sure. So if I wanted to invest $10,000 right now, I would not know how much BTC to enter into the investment amount, which is the exact amount they want me to pay. So what I would have to do is I'd have to go here to this crypto market or some other method and find out how many Bitcoin it takes to send $10,000. Then I would go back in here, input that converted BTC amount in here, and then hope that it equals the amount I originally wanted to send. So if I wanted to send $10,000, and which is what I did here, and that's the whole reason why this table here exists. I wanted to invest $10,000. It told me I needed to send 2.31 at a going rate of that. However, when I went to go in here and put in the BTC amount, 2.31, and I hit invest, or I hit send, I had to hope that they were calculating at the same going rate, because not all exchanges calculate the same rate at the same time. So there's no way to know if I was truly sending 10,000, and clearly I was not, Because even the pending amount was less. It was like $9,998, and then it came in accepted at $9,800. So that was that's a little bit frustrating, but, you know, okay, fine. And last question. Catherine Kells, are you the CEO? Sorry, that wasn't my last question. This is my last question. Where are you from? The company is not so big. So she's the head of the team, but I cannot call myself CEO. The company is not so big. 11 UK and the company's CEO, but you're the one who started this, correct? So, okay, you won't call yourself CEO, but the company is not so big. So you're the one who started this, right? Yes? Got the answer. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much for your patience. Have a great day. So, that was quite a learning experience. Learned a whole lot about the system. And you know what was the best part? Is that I was told that by their support agents. Not only was she responsive, but she answered my questions in its entirety. She didn't try to skirt around the issue or deflect my questions. She was very to the point and answered the question that I asked. And that was the most encouraging part about this whole thing. So it took me a long time, actually, over an hour, to go over all these questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 14 questions, and it took over an hour to do that, but it was well worth the time. I learned a great deal about the corporation and this woman, Catherine Kells. That's not going to influence my opinion on the numbers and the return on investment, because that will speak for itself. It does establish the credibility of Catherine Kells and kind of give me insight into her mind. So that's everything I have for this video. Have a great day. Goodbye.